agency behemoth.
That's right. And Thunder House, in fact, goes back to Ben Franklin, who experimented with electricity by putting a shack together, putting in lightning rods and drawing the electricity. And where there's thunder, there's lightning, and where there's lightning, I hope there's inspiration.
Excellent. And I suppose Poor Richard's Almanac Online didn't work back then because there were no computers. Does the fact that time is online, how does that change, if it does at all, the messages that you delivered to Linda's audience online from what your colleagues at McCann Erickson designed for the magazine? What's different about it for you?
Well, I think you have to step back a little bit. You know, some of the unforeseen changes or impact of new technology, and there are a couple with the web that I think need to be addressed, and then we can, respond to that question. One is that we're conditioning the younger generation, to be sure, who are computer-enabled or more facile with computers, to be very self-selective, to look for personalized information when they want, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Very, very highly self-selective and highly personalized. Don't forget that demographically, these young people, and just above that, this cohort effect, as these demographic groups move through time and get older, they'll bring with them into adulthood and beyond that kind of conditioning and facility and expectation. Web-based communication, as such, also is it's pretty much the antithesis of non-web-based communication, in that you have to start with traditional advertising or messaging. You start with awareness. This is what a strategic thinker in media would say. You need to start with awareness, and you hope to engage people with the messages, and ultimately you hope to get some action. And on the web, it's just the opposite. You need action first. Somebody's got to make a decision to click onto a site or click through on a page. You hope you get some engagement, and in the end, you hope that certainly there's some residual awareness. Now, for a communication like Pathfinder, as a network with a channel that's time, one of the benefits, of course, of having a strong brand name and strong equity in an offline world is to impose that and bring that credibility and bring that value to the online world. So I think we're going to see more and more of that, okay, in terms of that impact of that technology. Self-selective, personalized, what you want, when you want it. And that's going to create a sea change.
And where does that lead